The Prince George Top 40 Under 40 is going public in print. It's the first magazine that was released by the city's Chamber of Commerce to acknowledge young professionals in our community.
Dan Milburn came to Prince George almost 20 years ago when UNBC first opened.
I've been working in the community on community planning issues and in the region for a number of years now, and so was honored to receive the nomination to be Top 40 Under 40.
Dan was nominated through his current employer Radloff and Associates, which is a full-service engineering planning firm. He started out as a planner and worked his way up to Director of Planning and Development for the city. Through that process, he was able to update most of the regulatory bylaws as well as the official community plan.
So a lot of different areas that I was able to work on with the city, and I was very happy to be part of a great team there to do that.
39 other proud winners have also been acknowledged for their successes at a young age. The magazine doesn't just showcase business professionals and entrepreneurs. If you look through, you'll see a teacher was nominated, even a student.
Well, they're nominated by their peers, so it could be coworkers, it could be clients, it could be family and friends. It's whoever thinks that there's great potential in a person that's under the age of 40.
The nominations were then judged by a panel of professional business people in Prince George.
I think people will be really impressed when they read through the pages of the absolute professional people that we have living here that have chosen to make Prince George their home.
The Chamber has printed off 10,000 copies and are distributing them across BC, all the way down to northern Washington as well as western Alberta.
On behalf of all the people who have been nominated and successful, congratulations, and wish them well with their careers.
With the magazine having such great success in 2012, the Chamber is hoping to get even more nominees in 2013. Mary Cranston, CKPG News.
Every so often, a doomsday prophecy comes to light. The most recent surrounds the Mayan calendar, which ends and starts again on December 21st. If you're one of the very few who believe it's the end of the world, the fact should put your mind at ease.
If the Mayans looked outside and saw this picture, they might think the world is ending. There's been hype over doomsday because of the Mayan calendar, but UNBC scientist Todd Whitcomb says not a chance.
It's a bit like an odometer in a car. It rolls over, and so there's 144,000 days in a big period, and then you start again at day one and you count for another 144,000 days. We're coming up to the end of that 144,000 days.
One theory of how the world might end is a huge asteroid. But as far as Todd Whitcomb knows, there's none in sight.
It would be something that would be very, very visible. You could just go out of the night sky and look up and go, oh, that's coming. Anything small enough that we couldn't see it wouldn't actually destroy the planet.
The sun at the center of our solar system is a giant burning ball of chemicals, but even it doesn't have the power to destroy Earth yet.
Any explosions in the sun happen deep in the core, and it takes millions of years for that energy to get to the surface, and we would have already seen the telltale signs of it coming. So again, they're not going to reach us.
We should probably fear ourselves more than the unknown. Since World War II, humans have created a deadly arsenal made up of thousands of nuclear bombs. Whitcomb says even in the near impossible situation they are all set off at the exact same time, the world would still exist. Humans might not.
Yeah, that one could wipe out the human race, so we could actually get rid of, but again, life would go on. I mean, there have been many mass extinctions, and some people argue we're in one right now, and in terms of species and animals and creatures that are disappearing, life survives.
While the Red Cross agrees the world isn't ending, if it does happen, the organization recommends having an emergency kit on hand.
Just a few easy items to have on hand. So we really recommend 2 to 3 liters of water per person per day for 72 hours minimum. We also recommend canned food items with a manual can opener, non-perishable food items.
And while experts like Todd Whitcomb say doomsday won't happen, how do we ever really know?